Orokin Cell farming almost worse than Argon crystal farming. Orokin cells drop on certain enemies and bosses, and also Orokin Cell arrays found around the map. I've been trying to find the best, most efficient Orokin Cell farm since I first needed cells. Today I'll be testing out 3 of the top missions: Tethys, Saturn, Gabby on Ceres, and Simony on Ceres. To preface before I start, I will not be using any resource boosters, farming frames, or even a Smetic vat. This will be purely based on drop rates because not everyone has a farming frame or has a Smita yet, because that also is a task to farm. Alright, let's get started. My first Orokin Cell farm will be Tethys Saturn. This is an assassination mission, and it should drop an Orokin Cell each run. Should being the keyword, of course. I'll be seeing how many runs I can get done in 30 minutes. As you can see, I'm using Wisp to run through the mission as quickly as possible, as well as for her survivability against Ruck's fire attacks, which can be kind of annoying. Any frame will work though, I just personally prefer Wisp. She's my go-to frame for most missions. Voiceover Mordelia here again. A quick run through of this boss. He has 3 weak points that open up after each of his phases. The first one is his shoulder after he uses his flamethrower attack. The second is his chest will open when he does this really annoying AoE fire blast. And the third is a panel on his back opens up. You see that flamethrower attack? Once he does that, his shoulder opens up and it'll glow blue. Like that, then he immediately goes into that annoying AoE fire attack, and his chest is open, so we'll shoot that and wait for him to recover. And then his back will be open, and we'll shoot that, somehow from the front. And yeah, that's it, pretty simple. Of course, he also didn't drop an Orokin Cell on that run, and I go back to check to make sure. And yeah, no Orokin Cell.
Get to extraction. Stay focused.
That's one mission completed. Now time to speed up the rest.
If I drown, would you pull me back to you?
Let's see the stats. After 30 minutes, I completed 14 runs, averaging around a minute and a half each. In total, I got 13 Orokin Cells from boss drops, cell arrays, and enemies. Another bonus to this mission is the boss drops the blueprints for Ember parts. My next mission will be Gabby on Ceres. This is a survival mission, and I like using Gaia on survivals. As you'll see, I find a place to stand, and I basically let my pet and lightning do the work for me.
If I drown in your poison.
Time for the stats on Gabby. I ran for 30 minutes or 6 rounds. In total, I only got 3 Orokin Cells. I didn't get my first cell drop until around minute 25. The only plus side was I got some relics and quite a few mods turned into Endo. The final mission, Simony on Ceres. This is a defense mission with a really well laid out and small map. So I'm using Nova to make the process go faster with her 4 ability, so everybody else speed up, run towards me really fast, and blow up.
Would you pull me back to you if I drown in your poison?
Simony stats. This was such a disappointment. I ran 30 waves and I got 0 Orokin Cells. The only upside was, like Gabby, the relic drops. Now on to the summary. Overall, Tethys was the clear winner with 13 cell drops over 30 minutes. I would only recommend running Gabby or Simony with a group for more mob density, or using a farming frame, Smita, and or resource booster. Of course, if you ran these on Steel Path, that's an even better chance of getting cells, but I didn't do Steel Path as I'm focusing on this as a beginner Orokin Cell farm. Anyways, thanks for watching. Follow for more Warframe guides and feel free to leave suggestions for future videos you'd like to see below. Later, Tenno!